c'est la prod. Yo, people, what you telling me back again for
Fucking, you
another
got the shades on still,
one?
for fuck's sake.
Brother, I told you, until we lose a game, blood. Until we lose a game, fam, it's shades every week.
Oh, and Darren Bent ain't getting his hair chopped neither till you lose a game.
This is what I'm saying. We're chilling, bruv. You
Bro, how have you gone? How has that happened? Yeah, we've gone from it being Man United fans are not chopping their hair, yeah, until they win 5 games on a bounce, to now we've got Darren fucking Bent not chopping his hair until Man United lose. Yeah. It's just switched. It's completely fucked. What is this weird alternative world that we live in?
Bruv, this is what happens, bro. Listen, you can't keep a good man down. You get me? This is what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? And United.
Trust me, I know about that one. I know about you can't keep a good man down because I know a lot of Arsenal fans. Oh, wait, by the way, Arsenal fans, yeah, for years you've been doing this bullshit that I don't buy into. This what is it? The city pool thing, yeah. For years, and I don't buy into that at all. I've fucked them man for life. But I know that Arsenal fans have been mocking it for years and years and years. What I saw yesterday, yeah, was some next level shit. Bro, like I saw in France, like Liverpool and Arsenal fans celebrating the goal together. What are they doing, man? What
the Liverpool goal?
The Liverpool goal. Arsenal fans, after all these years talking about the City pool thing, yeah? Now that it suits them, all of a sudden, they were doing the most for Liverpool yesterday. The absolute most.
Yeah, but brother, they're the same guys, yeah, that would do anything, bro. I've seen them man celebrating Tottenham goals. You know them ones. What was it? North London, what was it? What were they saying? What was it? North London together or some shit like that, bro? Them man was singing the other day, brother. Listen, these man have no shame. Like, it's whatever it is, innit? Like, this is what these men are on. Like, the one thing about Arsenal fans, yeah, they've been very, very clear, yeah, that they have no shame, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? They've always made it clear. So I don't put anything beneath them, bro.
Nah, I hear it. Some of the stuff I was seeing yesterday. But listen, they thought they were going to be 9 points clear. By the time they next kick a ball, they might only be 3 points clear.
And they got to play Brentford away as well, which ain't an easy game.
Not a nice game.
The pressure's on, brother. You see that penalty, yeah? Shout out Alisson, bro, because he definitely don't want Arsenal to win the league, bro. Because the shit that he was doing yesterday.
Bro, why?
The penalty and staying up for the corner. Like, but was he staying up for the corner for? Like,
there's more than that. You know, Alisson had a stinker of a game, you know. Actually, when you deep it, bro, and there was no need for bro, we weren't scoring from that position.
No way.
We weren't scoring from that position. But you know what? I hate to say it though. This is what we've needed as a fan base, right? Or me personally, I've needed to see some fight. And I haven't really seen much fight from City. But yesterday, that is what we needed. Now, it's a mad thing, yeah. Someone said to me a couple of months ago when I said, we've got to go Anfield back end of the season. And they go to me, I get our record at Anfield is shit, but tell me a time that going to Anfield cost us the league. Tell me a time. And I sat there thinking, it's got a point, you know. He said, because it's different when you go somewhere. And I don't know, that's what yesterday I took from the game. I don't think it was an amazing City performance. I think it was quite, in the first half, it was a very dominant, clear performance. Like, you should have put
the game to bed in the first half.
We should have, but welcome to our world. That seems to be a thing with City this season. But it was, for me, like Bernardo, when Bernardo scored that goal and the fact that there was zero celebration, he knew what time it was. And it was, that goal means fuck all if we don't get another, right? Ultimately, in the title race, that goal means nothing. Got the ball, no celebration, straight back, ball down, let's go again. And that is what I've been waiting to see this season, that actually this City team cared. Like, listen, I've been one of Rodri's biggest critics the last couple of weeks, yeah? Rodri had a good game yesterday. I don't think he had as good a game as Rodri can have, I still think there's flaws in Rodri's game at the moment, right? He's still losing the ball a lot more than I'm used to seeing Rodri lose the ball. But that's because Rodri's levels were so damn high before that I'm still seeing him sometimes maybe taking a little longer turning on the ball. But these are the things that I've said for a couple of weeks now, that we're in a weird position with Rodri where if we think we can get Rodri back to anywhere near his best, then it gives us more of a chance of winning the league, right?
When is Nico meant to be returning as well?
Nico's back now. Nico's back. He played in midweek. But I think it is. But the thing is with Rodri, for me, is that if we want to get him back to his best or back close to his best, we have to now give him game time, right? Because he's fit. He is not, like, the injury is done now. Like, look, there's probably still parts of his body that aren't moving the same, but predominantly through the injury, this is now about match fitness. And that's why, like, he's looking a bit at times like the old Rodri would turn into trouble and thinking he's got a little bit longer on the ball than he has.
Yeah, it's just match sharpness more than...
match sharpness, yeah, exactly that. And yesterday, what I saw with him and Bernardo was just, like, two very experienced performances.
Yeah, and it was proper leadership.
Yeah, proper. And the other one, I know we'll talk on Gahey, but I've got to say as well, for me, I think Nunes had a good game on the right as well. It didn't really get spoke about too much because he didn't do too much, but he didn't do too much wrong either. Yeah. But the player for me that I think had a sensational game was Nico O'Reilly.
Yeah.
Like, I think Nico O'Reilly just, and you got to remember, this is a kid that is an attacking midfielder. Right.
Yeah, he put himself about, man, in there.
But then he's been put back at left back, right? And he's made a fucking name for himself as a left back. And then over recent weeks, we've seen him start to play in this kind of like 6-8 pivot, whether it be with Gonzalez or whether it be with Rodri. And it was like, okay, so now we're seeing. And then it was like against Liverpool, it was like, nah, you're going to be the more advanced player today. You're going to almost... And for me, it's so clear when I look at him, this guy eventually will be a box-to-box midfielder. Sooner or later, he will be a box-to-box midfielder, I think. But no, I thought he was really good. But Liverpool as well, like, I can't... Right, just to shit on them lot. Even in our worst seasons, I've never seen us perform like they did in the first half at home. Right,
they're rubbish, man. Like, brother, that was pretty much their strongest team, bar. I'd argue it was their strongest team because Isak probably doesn't make their strongest team because he's not better than Ekatike. So that was their strongest 11 that they could have put out, really, because Sobo's a better right back than Frimpong as well, bro. Like, they were crap. Like, first half, you could have put them to bed. Like, it could have been game over at home playing like that. Was horrible. City looked like the home team in the first half.
And that's what this is the one thing, for me, I think I can say that there's never been a time, even when we've been at, and by the way, I'm not meaning back when we were proper shit, but like last season, an example, at our worst, I still don't believe in any game did we look like we were the away team. Any home game did we look like we were the away team, right? The way Liverpool played in that first half, and I have to just go back to something because I saw a few Liverpool fans saying it before the game, saying, that basically Arsenal are going to end up winning the league because City have bottled it. Now, I don't believe we've been top at all this season, right? I don't believe we have. Or correct me if I'm wrong, we might have. But what I do very much remember is at the start of this season, all summer, in fact, all fucking summer, all it was conversations about what Liverpool were going to win, right? And this was from all Liverpool content creators. I don't believe there's a single fucking one of you that gets out of this, It's every single one of you was talking about, is it going to be the Premier League? Is it going to be the Premier League and the FA Cup? Is it going to be the Premier League and the Champions League? It was, what else are we going to pick up along with that Premier League, So there is no way you, man, are getting out of this, right? This season, by a country fucking mile, the biggest bottle jobs, the end already decided is you, man. Yeah, fact. Now it's just how much of a fucking bottle job you lot really are. Because my whole lifetime, I've never seen you, man, retain a trophy, right? Never seen you, and this isn't just people say, oh, they've never retained the Premier League, No. I haven't seen them retain a fucking Champions League, an FA Cup, a Carabao Cup, or a Premier League. They have retained nothing, right? Nothing in my whole lifetime. They got given £500 million, yeah? They went and fucking thought they were a bad man, stealing players off of other teams to get this great, and Arne Slot, by the way, was fucking a guy that had grown men doing weird dancing in Liverpool, right? And now it's, oh no, if City don't win the league. No, this is the worst fucking retaining of a Premier League I have ever seen in my life. You lot are shit. You lot are shit. And the truth is, right, I was actually having this conversation with Cass the other day, and he was saying about Liverpool, like where Liverpool's normal position is. And I actually think in my lifetime, Liverpool's normal position is about 5th or 6th.
It is, yeah.
It's not fucking, compete. Because correct me if I'm wrong, did Liverpool actually ever compete with Man United in the Premier League era?
Not in my life. There was one season, I think, where I think they finished second one season, but I don't even know. I don't think they were competing because we never thought they was going to win it. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
It's one of them ones where I actually remember, I get Liverpool won a couple of Champions Leagues when I was a kid, yeah, and when I was growing up. But apart from that, in the league, I just knew them man as shit.
Yeah,
they were just no. Do you know what? That's harsh. We were shit. Actually, we were shit. So that's harsh. But they were just an average team. They weren't like a bad man team that were challenging season in, season out. So, but yeah, to go out like that at Anfield yesterday, 6 points off of you, man, this season. Imagine that. 6 points off of Liverpool. And we needed that. We needed that because it's at last shown there is some fight in this City team yet. And like I said, Brentford away is an interesting one, isn't it?
Oh yeah, bro. That's that. If there's gonna be points dropped, it could well be there, innit? It's interesting though. It's very interesting because when I look at yesterday, it was like, brother, when they got that goal, yeah, because that game had a Liverpool 1-0 written all over it, bro. When City weren't taking their chances in the first half, innit? And then as soon as Sobbo slaps that free kick, you think, is this the Arsenal game all over again? 1-0. Do you know what I'm saying? But credit to City though, they turned up the temperature on Liverpool. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, and that is, you know what? If that's what we needed to almost be, do you know what? Sometimes, if a man's had a really good life, sometimes they need, as in, always got money in his pocket.
Yeah.
Able to have whatever he wants, but he lets his life get out of control a little bit. Sometimes he needs to almost have nothing and start again, right? To appreciate having nothing. And I feel like that's where we were getting to, Like we almost had nothing, and it took that far for this City team to actually fucking wake up, because it don't surprise me that Rodri went and put in, probably his best performance since he's been back, potentially, right? That Bernardo stepped up and put in a great. Sorry, got to say Donnarumma as well. That is what elite goalkeepers fucking are bought for.
As soon as you signed him, I said, brother, this bro's going to be worth about 12 points for you lot, because he's just a joke. And you know what it is, he single-handedly improved your defense because of the saves that he makes, bro. Like, even when we played you, bro, like, brother, we would have beat you 4-5-0 if it wasn't for him.
And that and the offside rule between the two of them, yeah. But you know what? There was a moment yesterday as well. The Kuzanov and Donnarumma. I mean, Kuzanov ended up coming off, but that right there, that's what I need to see with whether it be the defender or the goalkeeper. Both man just clattering into each other. Zero fucks given if they're going to hurt each other, as long as they're stopping a goal, right? Yeah. And the minute Donnarumma rolled over, obviously made sure because I thought Kuzanov was really good yesterday as well again. But Donnarumma, man, I think he just sometimes, bro, it's not even just the saves that the goalkeeper makes. It's the confidence he gives the players in front of him that he will make those saves if need be, right?
Yep.
because that now means that these players are comfortable playing the way they have been coached to play, that they can do what they want to do, that Gahey can move into midfield on the ball. Why? Because he knows that if need be, Donnarumma has got his fucking back, right? It's not that he needs to drop 10 yards deeper. Like, he knows that Donnarumma has got this. Now, the only thing is, maybe for the free kick, I do feel he could have put more.
You needed more players in the wall. I don't know why you asked for two.
The mad thing is, bro, midweek, yeah, it can't have been midweek, because midweek was Newcastle. So it must have been either last weekend or the Galatasaray game. One of those two games that had a free kick in a similar position, and he put two men on the wall. And I was surprised at the time, going, rah, is he backing himself like that much, right? And I think it's a bit of a Donnarumma. It was actually slightly different. It was a bit more to an angle on the left-hand side. But I don't know if it's Donnarumma thinks that more people in the wall means that there's less chance of him having vision of the ball and him actually backing himself that, look, if I can see
but he does though, and it makes sense. But my thing is, having two players in the wall, you need to know who you're playing against, because if you're playing against somebody that relies on a knuckleball technique, putting their laces through the ball, they struggle to get the ball up and down. So putting a wall there is good. If you're playing against someone like a Messi or something that wants to get the ball up over the wall and he can use that, and it's not really a power thing and it's more of a placement thing, cool, then I want to see it. Do you know what I mean? But if somebody's just hitting with pure power, bro, like, you need an obstacle, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's one of them ones where if there's a wall, that hits the wall, brother. It was only a good free kick because there was two players in the wall. That's the only reason why it was a good free kick.
Whether it's, you know the type of player it is. And it's like, you know what, cool. In most instances, I get the two-man wall, not this one.
Yeah, not against him.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
The minute, it's funny because I think it was him and Salah that were both stood over it. Was it that one, or was it the one before? But the minute
it must have been the one before. That one, I think he stood there on his own, bro. But like
the minute Salah stepped away, I'm thinking, because bro, he can strike a free kick, man, and it was a proper free kick. The it was beautiful, to be fair with you. But now the fight back from City, it was a weird one because I wasn't overly right. I understood the lineup, but for me, it was like, fucking hell, there's no creativity there.
Yeah,
because it was kind of, and it was a bit like, for me, I knew straight away we're going to be trying to go long as much as possible. And to be fair, do you know what? I've seen someone say they thought hard. I think, right, so Neville made it very, very, from early, told everyone Haaland was shit. All game, Neville kept talking about how shit Haaland was. Now, I'm not saying Haaland was great yesterday, but I can look at the way a team plays and look at what someone's job was. And yesterday, with the long balls we were pinging forward, Haaland's job was to outjump Van Dijk and knock the ball down for other players, which I think Haaland probably did about 4 or 5 times in that game. In fact, by the way, one of them for the fucking goal, right?
The goal, yeah.
So I actually look at Haaland and think, all right, maybe like he could have done better with the first, with that chance in the opening 5 minutes. Probably should. A normal Haaland would have scored that. But we have to look at, if City keep playing long diagonally and Haaland is there every single time nodding the ball down, is that not fair to say this man is clearly following his instructions?
Yeah, he's doing. He's being used a certain way, and he's just doing what he's been asked to do, isn't it?
And that was it. I think Haaland recently is coming under a bit of criticism for playing badly, when actually I think, do you know what? I don't think he's necessarily playing that badly. I think his finishing's bad, right?
It is bad, but the thing is with Erling, like I've always said it, like, because he scores such a high volume of goals, like he's kind of convinced people that he's this fucking exquisite finisher, bro. And the thing is,
sometimes he's
not like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's a volume player, bro.
Bro, his connection with the ball sometimes, even for penalties sometimes, by the way, his connection can be atrocious at times.
100%, bro. Yeah. And this is what it is, bro. He's like, the chance he got, the 1v1, if that's Aguero's just, bro, he's dispatching of that. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, there's no two ways, whether he goes round the keeper or over the keeper. Like, Aguero's scoring that. Like, bro, you close your eyes when he's running onto that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Erling's died there, bro. Do you know what I mean? And there was a few chances where it's like you could tell, yeah, that his confidence is kind of low at the moment, and he's just focusing on hitting the target now. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like he's not really trying to wrap them in certain places because his confidence just isn't there in it. And it's just one of them things where when he's not confident, man are gonna say he's not playing well, when really he gives you the same kind of performance, really, whether he scores or not. But people judge his performances purely on if he scores or not.
Yeah, facts. And it's mad because it's. But when he's scoring, people going, oh, but apart from that. Sorry, apologies. Yeah, but when he's scoring, people are saying, yeah, but apart from his goals. I mean, look, we have this conversation a lot about the Aguero and Haaland thing. And I think it's one of them ones where it's a what have you done for me lately thing, that because we're witnessing Haaland bagging all these goals. I think if you go and look at an overall strike, for me, it's Aguero.
Of course,
it's Aguero, man. And the maddest thing with Aguero, we always have to remember is like that. I'm pretty certain up to this day, Haaland probably has it now, the goals per minute ratio.
Yeah, more than likely, yeah.
Yeah, but it was Aguero that had that, because we've got to remember Aguero got a.
One second, bro. 1 second, people. I think DAPS is frozen.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, yes,
I'm back. Sorry, fuck knows what's going on there. Yeah, Aguero had a lot of injuries. Like if you look at most seasons, Aguero usually missed.
He didn't start the season. He used to miss large chunks of the season and still top score.
Yeah, he definitely used to have a good time back in Miami every summer. 100%. 100%. But yeah, man, now it's an interesting one. This, I don't know, every time that I feel like I'm ready to just go, yeah, it's not going to be the season, something goes and happens and we're back in it. And it makes
Pep is smelling the title, bro. I can tell by his behavior, because Pep's an interesting character, man. Like
he's a mad character.
His body language and his just his general kind of temperament like changes from game to game, and you can tell that he feels like yesterday was a turning point. Like you can tell. Do you know what I'm saying? Because they were saying that a lot of the City players were pretty much saying that, yo, like if they didn't win, like, they felt like it was over. Do you know what I'm saying? And Pep was just like, boy, listen, I've seen this a million times. Seen it a million times, bro. You know what I mean? And Pep would have taken a lot of confidence from that game, because they showed a lot of character, man. Anfield is not somewhere where you just turn up and you get gifted 3 points. You still have to earn it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Bro, that's only the fourth time I think that's the fourth time in 40 years. So one in 10 in my life. But like I said, the mad thing is that if you look at it, I don't remember, like, because the only time, in fact, so last season we weren't in a title race. So the loss at Anfield was irrelevant. We weren't in a title race.
Right.
The only other time we've won at Anfield was the time that Liverpool won the league, right? And we beat them after the league was done. Again, we weren't in a title race that season. So the 2 seasons that we've actually got results at Anfield, like when we need a result at Anfield, we've gone and got one this season. It's the first time that we've really needed a result at Anfield. Otherwise, it was done. And it was. I mean, if you go and look I still look at the games we have and the games that Arsenal have got. And I still think we've got a lot tougher run than them. And we've still got to gain 6 points on them. But I can tell you now, if Arsenal played the way Arsenal have been playing a lot of this season and come to the Etihad and play football like that, they're not winning.
No, not at all. But you know what it is? You say that you've got a tougher run than them, but I think that's exactly what you need. I'll be honest.
Maybe.
Because
bro,
when you're chasing, you need games that feel like must-win games, innit?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's just like us with Michael Carrick. I can't lie, having City and Arsenal was the perfect start.
Yeah.
A perfect start, because there were 2 games that we knew that we couldn't just be okay to win those games. We knew that we had to play well to win. And then that builds the confidence. And then you say to yourself, right, if you can beat City and Arsenal, yeah, you can beat Fulham. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then if you can beat City and Arsenal, of course we can beat Spurs. And then we beat Spurs, and then that's where the confidence starts to come from. It starts to snowball, innit? And it's like that result at Anfield would have given the City guys a lot of confidence, and especially winning it how they won it as well.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. It is like typical City fashion. And the mad thing is, I've seen Arsenal fans saying how much yesterday hurt and whatever, and it's because that is they know yesterday, like, that wasn't just the fact that they haven't won it this week. That's maybe a sign of, okay, this City team aren't going out like we thought they were going to go out. That this City team actually might still have that fight in them. And I'll be honest, I understand why Arsenal fans have thought that, because I've thought it a lot. The weird thing is, right, I spoke with a few Arsenal fans, and they said if we beat Tottenham away and Liverpool away, they'd be worried, right? And I said, yeah. And I said, if we beat Tottenham away and we beat Liverpool away, I would be confident, because it's not just the fact that we're winning 6 points. It's the fact that it's telling me it's a mentality thing, that these are two games that anyone would tell you City usually lose, right? So if we went and won them, I said, but if we get 4 points, I'll accept it. Now, when we drew with Tottenham last week, I was kind of like, yeah, if we drew with Tottenham, then the most we can get out of Anfield is a draw. That's 2 points. And we've gone and surprised me a little bit, because, you know, and it's not just me, it's a lot of City fans. Like, there's a reason, right? There's a reason why we celebrated so much yesterday. It's not just the fact that we won and are still in a title race. It's the fact yesterday, I'll be honest with you, yesterday was about beating Liverpool at Anfield. Yeah. That was it. It wasn't so much about the title race. Of course, it blows it back open again. And that's probably why Arsenal fans are maybe thinking a little bit, these fuckers won't let us slam that door shut. They keep putting their foot in it.
No, 100%. But this is what you're supposed to do, innit? If you're supposed to be the team that you've portrayed yourself to be, then this is where you show character, innit? Yeah. This is where, bro, because you can't go out with a whimper, because you went out with a whimper last season. And if it's 2 seasons in a row that you don't really sustain a proper challenge, then people start to think, hold on, like, what is your run over? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Because 1 season can be form, 2 seasons is a bit shaky. Do you know what I'm saying? And then if it's 3 seasons, then it's like, is it over?
3 seasons, because 2 seasons, especially with the amount we've spent, because that is a lot of players that you've got to integrate. But I think you're right that the 3rd season, I also think as well that if we move away from the league for a second, I also think that maybe in other competitions, it kind of, I mean, I was hearing last week Arsenal fans are as good as saying, yeah, we're winning the Carabao Cup. Like, and actually, I had quite a few rivals telling me that, yeah, Arsenal were definitely winning the Carabao Cup. Now, I'm pretty certain that Arsenal team will look at a Liverpool team that went to Anfield and won, something that, by the way, Arsenal couldn't do, and go, hold on a minute, maybe there is more fight in this City team than we fucking thought. Maybe
100%. And also, you got to factor in the very small, the small factor of the fact that it's a fucking final, and these men just don't do finals. They don't win trophies. So this is what people need to understand. It's not about can we beat Manchester City. It's can we beat Manchester City in a cup final when the pressure's on and we have to win. Like, that's not the same as cool, can we beat City in the league when there's nothing to play for at the start of the season? Like, doesn't mean anything. And this is the reality, bro. Like, this is gonna be a big psychological game, this game, because whoever wins that final, I believe that's going to have a psychological boost in the league. If Arsenal win that, they'll feel like they've dented City's confidence and taken away their first opportunity to win a trophy. And if City win that, they're like, yeah, cool, we're in Arsenal's head now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That kind of game.
That is exactly it. That's exactly how I see it. Yeah. And as for you lot, bro, well, the run continues.
Easy work, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it feels so good. It feels so good, bro. Like, routine wins. Like, I mean, Man United ain't had routine wins in a while, blood. It's been a while since we just turned on the TV and we know what we're gonna see, and then we just go about our day, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying?
Fact.
Early kickoff on Saturday, turned it on. It was like, yeah, we're gonna win, and then I'm gonna enjoy my weekend. That's exactly what happened. Do you know what I mean? No hiccups, no scares, no nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like no fucking disallowed goals, no nothing. It was just easy, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all it was. It was super easy work, bruv. And people are like, some people are saying, "Oh yeah, cool." Like it's Spurs had 10 men. So what, bro? You know what I'm saying? Chelsea had 10 men. Arsenal couldn't beat them. So it's one of them ones where
Everton,
it doesn't matter.
As well. Do you know what? And if you fast forward to the Everton game as well, right? And sorry, rewind to the Everton game.
Yeah, we lost to 10 men Everton.
Yeah.
See, so this is why the 10 men thing, the 10 men argument doesn't work. And also, the 10 men argument, 10 men makes it more respectable for a team, to show absolutely zero ambition. And then it becomes harder to break these teams down because they don't even have to pretend that they want to counter attack now. They can just say, you know what, we're holding on to what we've got in it, and they can shamelessly just defend. So playing against teams like that, a team that's set up in a back three anyway at the start, so that kind of showed us what they were on. It's a very, very good result. We coasted as well to that 2-0 win, and it should have been 3-0 because Sesko should have brought the ball down and slotted that as well. And then it's a comfy 3-0, and we're laughing. But when we look at it, everyone was saying, "Oh, like we haven't typically done well against Spurs. Solanke's got a good record, brother." They didn't look like doing nothing in that game. Like,
they didn't. They didn't at all.
Nothing at all, bruv. You know what I mean? So I thought that was a comprehensive, comfortable victory, and it closed the gap on Aston Villa. And Aston Villa, with the injuries they're having as well, mounting up, they're starting to wobble as well, bro. I think they've dropped points in the last 2 games.
Yeah, they have.
And they've got, I think they've got another difficult game midweek as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I think at this point, look, I've been saying for quite some time that I think Man United will get. In fact, I think probably since the start of the season, we've both kind of agreed. Well, that with the 1 game a week, you should get top 4. And Amorim for all the shit he did, and it's just every single week it is becoming more and more and more apparent. Like someone said yesterday when the game was on, Saturday when the game was on, my mate said to me, "What is this football we're playing?" Right? And I said, "It's mad what happens when someone actually is fucking coaching you. It is mad what happens." I can't really think of a turnaround like this. And look, again, how many games is it? 4 now?
Yeah.
4 on the bounce. 3 at home. Is it 3 at home? City was at home. Fulham was at home. Tottenham was at home. 3 at home. Interesting. That's what I did. Yeah. And then Arsenal away. So it's been 2.
And the thing is, the home games are more difficult, like in a way.
There have been. This is where I think it's very interesting for you lot. They definitely have been, like this Old Trafford, the fortress that was Old Trafford, that got knocked down, right? And it's come back quickly, right? It's come back very quickly. So now it's funny because I saw Cass very confident for the City game and very confident for the Arsenal game, but not as confident as, for some reason, he was really not confident against Fulham.
Yeah, because the Fulham game was the game that the United of old would have lost. Do you know what I'm saying? It's that game. Do you know what I mean? Definitely would have been that game that we lost. Do you know what I'm saying? Because all the players always get up for the bigger games, and this was gonna be the Fulham game was gonna be the one, bro. Like that, we fucked it. Like I think it was last season we lost to Forest at home, and it's like Nottingham Forest, they're shit, bro. Like we do stuff like that. This is what Man United do, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like the pressure of playing at home, coupled with the lack of confidence that's already in the side. If we go down at home, you can feel that the atmosphere just gets to the players, innit? Like you can feel it. Already you got a group of players that doesn't believe in what Ruben Amorim's doing, or anything like that. So it was just a horrible fit, man. Like The only thing that is upsetting is how the fuck it was allowed to last as long as it did, bro, under Ruben Amorim. Because it was very, very clear that he was the wrong guy in many, many instances. Not just on the pitch, but also off the pitch, he was the wrong guy. Do you know what I mean? Falling out with the wrong players, trying to freeze out the wrong players.
Well,
it was a disaster.
Do you know what? And it kind of shows you how much footballers can have an impact on someone. Because of the lack of game time he got under Amorim, I actually forgot how good Mainu was.
A lot of people did, and they started buying into the narrative that Ruben was fucking selling, saying, "Oh, he's not training well." Do you know what I mean? He's not entitled to play. He's only fucking 19 years old, and all these other things, brother. Like, this is what I'm saying. He gaslit,
yeah, he did
a whole fucking fan base, into believing that this guy, he knew something we didn't. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he was so adamant the way he was talking. He had a lot of people questioning their sanity. Like, actually, is this bro actually seeing something that we're not seeing? Maybe he's not training well. Maybe he's not as good as we thought he was. Like, a lot of people were doing a lot of revisionism on Kobbie Mainoo because this manager spoke with so much vim, bruv. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, me being one of them, I forgot. I guess I am limited on how much of Kobbie Mainoo I've seen, obviously, but you know, he had a good period at Manchester United. He had a period that won them the FA Cup. He had a period that got him in that England squad, and actually he did have a good Euros for England as well. And we kind of we forgot all of that because of Amorim. And now when I'm seeing it, and by the way as well, I've got to say as well, another player that Carrick. Do you know what? Is it a surprise that a DM actually is able to get the best out of your midfielders?
No.
Again, because bro, what he's actually done is, right, he's fucking played Bruno where Bruno's best. He's played Mainoo where Mainoo is best, and he's played Casemiro where Casemiro is best. And the result is 4 wins,
bro. That's it, 12 points, bro. You know what I mean? Brilliant. Like, it's just a joy to watch my team. We're playing the best football because we're keeping the ball, but we're playing with real purpose on the ball. Like, every time we attack, we look like we're trying to score. There's none of this side-to-side shit waiting for something to happen. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was even saying today, the reason why, we're scoring the goals that we're scoring is because we're one of the only teams in the league that play with real freedom, bruv. We got players shooting from outside the box, like, all the time. Like, when you actually look at the chances we're creating and the goals we're scoring, like, we're not trying to walk the ball in the net, bruv. And too many teams are trying to walk the ball in the net, or they're trying to manufacture these, what you call high percentage chances by tossing the ball into the box or trying to get to the byline and square it. Bro, we got guys just letting shots off from everywhere. Like, Cunha nearly scored another absolute banger as well, and just hitting the ball first time when it's dropping 25 yards out. He don't give a shit, bro. Like,
again, it's mad what happens when you shoot, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, sometimes we complicate football way too much. Play players in positions that they're good in and fucking shoot the ball. Just sometimes shoot. Just sometimes shoot. Because it's mad what happens. Like, I think it was in midweek when the Marmoush goal, the first Marmoush goal against Newcastle, it was a deflection. But again, you don't get that deflection if you don't shoot. One of the biggest issues we've had this season is that we are not shooting enough. And then again, the second one, I hate to say it, but someone had a shot, deflection, the ball comes down and Marmoush heads it in. Again, none of that would have happened if we didn't have a shot. Sometimes shooting is very underrated.
Bro, it causes chaos, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. It causes chaos when someone's letting off shots, bro, because it could just be the slightest of deflection. The keeper could be blinded because the ball goes through someone. Yeah. You know what I mean? But you don't know unless you try, innit? And that's the problem. A lot of these teams are saying, oh, yeah, it's a low percentage effort. But, brother, low percentage is better than no percentage. Because a lot of the time, these teams are not getting shots off.
Oh, real talk. A lot of facts. Absolutely.
They're not getting any off. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, even the chance here
it's too stat driven.
Bro, there was a chance here that Mamouche hit yesterday on the swivel, yeah, and it deflected and went out for a corner, and people were saying, "Oh, he should have passed." And I said, "No, he shouldn't have passed because he was in the box, he's on the turn, yeah." Fucking hit it, bro. Because you lay it off to someone on the edge of the box, yeah, they're just gonna recycle it. They're not gonna shoot. Do you know what I mean? Because they had players pressing them. So someone has to take the initiative and just pull the fucking trigger, bro. Like someone has to. Do you know what I'm saying? And you don't have many players in your team that will do that. That's why his balance is important. It's probably only him and Cherky that if they get the ball in them areas, they're just rapid.
They're the sharp ones. They're the ones where it does make sense. The way, and look, what I would like to see now against Fulham, maybe at home, right, is I like the way we played yesterday. I would just take one player out of it and put Cherky in, right, and that doesn't really matter who it is, right? It could be Bernardo. Could be, it wouldn't be Rodri. I'd switch Rodri and Gonzalez about, and then
what about Semenyo?
I leave Semenyo. Right. See,
Semenyo, using more of an impact player.
He's Semenyo. Yeah, maybe that's a fair one. I mean, at the moment, if I'm being honest, Semenyo's a really weird one for me because when Doku comes back, it's like Doku, Semenyo, Marmoush. Only two of those can start, right? I think Doku at the moment, for me, the way that we've been playing Semenyo, Doku is better there than Semenyo is. So yesterday, as an example, it was like he was almost playing Semenyo kind of almost like a 10, right? Now,
yeah, but this is the thing, though. Doku's better in build-up, but Semenyo's better at finishing.
In the box.
Yeah.
100%. And that's where it's such a difficult one because, like, and it wasn't just yesterday's game. I've watched for a couple of games now. Haaland finds Marmoush or Haaland find Semenyo outside of the box, and they don't really do much, right?
Yeah.
Now, you can find them in the box, different story. Well, Marmoush outside of the box actually probably does more than Semenyo because Marmoush can just twat one from fucking... Yeah. Whereas Marmoush won't do, Semenyo won't do that. But I do see with Semenyo what people say that his link-up play is not amazing at all.
He's clunky, man. You know what I'm saying? But when he gets in the box, he's got that killer instinct in it in the box, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's like, man, he's not an intricate Man City player. That's why I'm surprised you got him and Doku. Like, do you know what I mean? Because it's a bit like of an overload of players that ain't really pet players for me.
Yeah, it's weird as well because like we've got Doku, and when the ball is played to Doku in any area of the pitch, then you know Doku is going to take on his man, he's going to beat his man, but then he's going to frustrate us, right? Whereas with Semenyo, you want Semenyo just to be kind of like a fox in the box, pretty much. Like I don't know, because I'll be honest. So and I actually think I prefer Semenyo on the left, maybe to the right. I don't know. I'm really unsure on Semenyo because at the end of the day, the one thing Semenyo has done is come and put some numbers on the sheet, right? And that's where you go. Yeah, do you know what? You might not be as good on the eye, but you are putting. Someone said he's basically in Bremo for City.
He is. That's what I'm saying. He's basically in Bremo for you lot, bro. Because in Bremo in build up and that is dead food, but this guy in the box is dangerous.
And ultimately, as someone that's sat here and been frustrated for a year and a half of having wingers that aren't getting enough goals, I can't now have a winger that gets goals and then start fucking moaning about him, right?
Yeah, it's true.
I can't do it. Like, and I'll give the example of like Sterling and Sane, that people would definitely say that that Sane was nicer on the eye, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But if you go and look at the numbers, it's not comparable, right? Sterling is so clear of Sane, and so ultimately, and we look at our best periods, it's all great having people that look good on the eye. And by the way, Sane was good, but I'm just saying Sterling was a lot better than Sane.
Numbers wise for sure he was.
Numbers wise, bro. So not goal and assists. His numbers were insane, and so Yeah, with Semenyo, it's a really weird one because I do understand. Like at times, I'm watching him thinking, like honestly, I've watched Haaland find Semenyo quite a few times, and then Semenyo do nothing really with the ball, right?
Yeah.
And but then people will tell me that Haaland's been shit that game, and I'm thinking, well, I actually watched Haaland win his ball. I watched Haaland hold the ball up and lay someone off, and then them do nothing with it. So, you know, although I do agree that Haaland at the moment is not clinical, I actually think that his link-up play, the only thing that Semenyo and Marmoush really have over Haaland is the press from the front. Them man can press, right?
Yeah.
Haaland just walks about around the pitch. And that's a big one, kind of. I get, if you're watching a player and you see someone just walking about at times, and you see another two charging all over the place, you're going to say, yeah, they're having a better game than him. But
yeah, I guess so, man. But you know what it is, yeah? If Semenyo chips in with the goals he's meant to chip in with, then
who cares?
That's all that matters, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be real. You know what I mean? Like,
I think
I'm still not quite sure his level because it's one of them ones where it's early days, isn't it? Like, these are kind of really the games that you bought him for. Like, he needs to be chipping in with goals in these games. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because that's the one thing about Mbumo for us, bruv. Like, he's chipped in with goals in most of the games, bruv. Like, under Carrick, he scored in, I think, 3 of the 4 games or something like that. And he's becoming a reliable goal scorer, innit? A reliable source of goals. And that he was a reliable source of goals at Brentford as well. So.
At Brentford, he was, absolutely. I was a big fan of him at Brentford. So with Semenyo, it is just a weird one because the numbers, we bought him, and it was very clear. We bought Semenyo to get goals, right? We bought Semenyo to be an extra goal threat, right? The problem is Doku's injury, maybe the fact that Foden's dropped off a little bit, and yesterday Cherki not playing. I'm now looking at Semenyo going, do you know what? I want you to do something a bit more creative. It's not his fault that Pep didn't start Cherki, and it's not his fault that Doku's injured. But you take those two out of this City team and we lack a bit of creativity, bit more creativity, because ultimately Cherki will just play an absolutely beautiful pass, or Doku will just pick up the ball and skin three or four man. You remove them from the team. I'm now looking at the players that are left and going, okay, well, it's on you to be creative. And I don't know, I don't necessarily see that from Semenyo. I see Semenyo as a fox in the box.
Yeah, he's not a creative player. He's a direct, final action player. He's always looking to just drag the ball and get half a yard and get shots off in it.
Yeah,
so
facts. That's it. Him and Marmoush are actually very similar, and I do think that it can work. We've got to remember we played Liverpool, who however much we.
I don't know if him and Marmoush works with a striker like Erling that doesn't really link. You know them ones like. I think if you're playing them two, you got to play more of like a false 9 in the middle or something.
Do you know what surprised me a bit at one point? Right, we had the ball on the right hand side, and for the fact that we had Haaland, Semenyo, and Marmoush in the box, the movement in the box was absolutely atrocious. And you look at thinking, hold on a minute, you are supposed to be 3 top goal scorers, and the movement, and it's like Bernardo kept cutting back, and I know straight away someone will then say, oh, Bernardo should have put the ball in, but it's like if Bernardo can't see no movement in the box whatsoever, then Bernardo under Pep's style of football is, yes, I will keep the ball and we'll go again and we'll keep probing and we'll wait for some space to open up, because if the forwards aren't making the movement, what's the point in throwing it in there just for Van Dijk to fucking win it? There's no point in doing that. So, but yeah, now, bro, we've got a run of games now that all of a sudden is kind of quite nice, because we've had a bit of a mad run of games, obviously, with you lot, with Arsenal, with you lot, with 2 Newcastle games, with Champions League games, and then with Liverpool away and Tottenham away as well. But now, I'm just getting up Man City's fixtures. Manchester City's fixtures now. We've got Fulham at home. Then we've got Salford at home. Then we've got Newcastle at home. Then we've got Leeds.
We've got a good run of home games.
Yeah. Then we've got Leeds away. Then we've got Forest at home. Then we've got West Ham away. All of that's not too bad. And then we've got Arsenal in the final.
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea away. Arsenal at home.
So that's it. So, bro, that's what I'm saying. You win that final, yeah, all of a sudden you're going into the Chelsea game and the Arsenal game. You know what I mean? With a spring in your step. Do you know what I'm saying?
Bro, I can't lie. It almost reminds me of when we played Arsenal in the League Cup back in 2018. And we twatted them at Wembley. And then we went to the Emirates that was half empty because apparently Arsenal fans are scared of snow. And that was a game that I think City just completely ripped them a new one. De Bruyne and Silva just took the absolute piss out of them. But it was that win in the final. And I'm looking at that final thinking, yeah, that's a nice date to then give us a bit of...
One second, people. That's just frozen for a little sec. I'm sure it'll be back. You lot, make sure you get these likes up, people. We're 200 likes away.
I'm back
from the like target. There he is.
I don't know what keeps going on here. I need to get Cass to look at this.
Yeah.
Weird. But yeah, bro, we need to just carry that momentum and
so yeah, that Emirates match was a beatdown, brother. I can't even fucking remember at this point. You know what I'm saying? All these games kind of just blend into one. What was the score in that game, the Emirates game, after you played them in the thing?
I swear it was something like 4. When was it? It was Man City. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, we can hear you fine now, bro.
I don't know why it keeps going. Man City, Arsenal, Man City, 2018. So we beat them 3-0 at Wembley.
Ooh.
And then, there we go. And then in the league, we beat them. Where is it? I swear it was a mad score. It was something like... Hold on, where is it? Can't find it. I swear it was something like 5-1 or something like that. Someone will remember it. Someone will remember it because it was the Emirates was absolutely empty. And yeah, it was 4-1 or 4-0. And yeah, but we have to you may need that TP link thing. Nah. I don't need no TP link. I'm hardwired, you know. That's why it's confusing me. Bro, I've got a fucking wire trailing across my kitchen roof. Yeah, I haven't done that to fucking not get network.
No, I hear it.
Yeah, but bro, I mean, for us, it's still actually watching. Have you seen Troops' reaction yesterday?
No, I haven't seen it, but I know them Arsenal man must have been twerking for Liverpool.
Oh, he was. And then all of a sudden, and then he was very let down. But yeah, I think for us now, we've got that hope that, for me personally, that I actually can see this group of City players actually do care, right? And like I said, if we get Rodri back into form, yeah, then that makes a big difference. And I know Rodri is going to be so fired up for that return leg at the Etihad.
Oh, 100%, and 100%, and they'll be fired up for that final as well, bro, because they'll understand the psychological benefits of winning that. It's more than just the trophy. It's that psychological edge. Do you know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
Like, that's what it is. Like, and this is what's so weird. Yeah, yesterday, it felt like the title was over at 1-0. Yeah, and then it went from that to the pressure's on Arsenal now. Do you see what I mean? Because, like you said, like, they're going to Brentford away. And you could be 3 points behind them before that game starts. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So from feeling like the title's done and dusted to shit, bro, like, man are back under pressure. It just shows how unpredictable and how volatile that lead is, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, the lead is still, it's a small lead, bro. It's only a 2-game swing, and a 2-game swing, yeah, with 14 games to go that's not a lot of points.
Yeah, nah, facts.
It's not.
Yep.
So, it's mad. Two games swings, fuck all.
That's in the grand scheme of things.
And you got to go to City as well, which makes it worse. Like, you know what I mean? With us and Aston Villa, I think we're 2 points behind them, and they need to come to Old Trafford. So they're under a lot of pressure right now.
Yeah, I think that's the thing with Arsenal as well, is that we have to get it to a point that they are nervous going into every game.
Yeah.
Right? That's what we have to do now. Now, if they drop points to Brentford, we're there.
Yeah.
Of course, we have to beat Fulham. I would hope we can beat Fulham. Otherwise, ultimately, what was the weekend for? But yeah, you
need to make sure that you keep the pressure on them. That's your job.
No, yeah, and I believe we play before them. I think potentially the next 3 times, right? Yeah. Damn. So we need to make sure we're winning every time and just pumping the pressure over to them, because Arsenal haven't really had a big slip up. Now, someone said, you know what you said when you said there about 4-point swing is fuck all, right?
Yeah.
If you go and look at the season, the Man City's first season, so 2011, when we won the league over United, right?
Mm-hmm.
So go and look at 6 games to go, and City were 8 points behind Man United, right? And you'll think, how the fuck do you... Bro, United still won a good couple of their games in their last 6 games, yeah? It's just fucking... I think what it was 1 loss, 2 draws, boom, done. No, sorry, 2 losses, 2 draws. 2 losses, 2 draws, 2 wins. Right? And all of a sudden, that's an 8 point. That's an 8-pointer, right?
Yeah.
Just like that. 2 losses, 2 draws, 2 wins, and the other team has gained 8 points on you, right? 8 points from 6 games. So we will see, man. Do you know what? If we win this league, then... Bro, you've kept telling me, DAPS, you're still in this. You're still in this. And bro, I don't know what... The mad thing is, if it was anyone else, I definitely would have gone a long time ago. But every time that I'm fucking leaving the house, yeah, fucking, it's like the wife calls me back. Bro,
I'm telling you, bro. And the thing is, that Tottenham draw as well. Imagine if you didn't draw that game.
Bro, if you look at... Bro...
It would have been 4 points.
Bro, the Chelsea game that we drew with last-minute goal. The Sunderland game that we drew. The Brighton game that we drew. Bro, this year alone, we've drawn 4 fucking games that we should have won. If I'm Pep, I'm rubbing that in all of the players' faces and saying, this is what you have to remember now. Every single game. This league could have... Bro, that is an extra fucking 8 points City could have. We'd be 2 points ahead of Arsenal. And I know it's all what ifs, but if I'm Pep, I'm using that on the players. And I'm saying, you lot have fucked up so many times. Think where you could be if you didn't fuck up. So, yeah.
100%. You know what I mean?
2-game week this week, innit?
Yeah, mad. I'm not used to it, bro. I can't lie, bro. I was kind of looking forward to... I was looking forward to United having a week off again, bro, because that's been a good luck omen so far. We had a whole week to prepare. Do you know what I mean? But the players will be so confident. They'll want to get back out there anyway. Do you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? I expect another solid performance against West Ham and send them even closer to the drop. You know what I'm saying? So... It's gonna be interesting, bro. It's gonna be very, very interesting. You got Fulham at home on Wednesday?
Got Fulham at home on Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. And then Arsenal play on Thursday. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very, very interesting, guys. Do you know what I mean? So obviously we'll be keeping an eye on that. But bro, so far so good, innit? Like another weekend, both of us won as well on the same weekend, bro. Like so.
Bro, and both of us have won at Anfield this season.
That's it. You know what I mean? So good times, bro. It's not for everyone.
Nah, for real, it isn't Arsenal.
That's it. So what can I say? The game is the game, people, man. But you lot make sure that you man subscribe as well to We Are the South Stand. You know what I mean? The link is in the title. We are we're still here for Footy Talk with Don, so we're going back to back, people. What you got coming up as well, bro? For the week?
I'm going to be going live in the next 20 minutes on We Are the South Stand with Steve and Louis, just to catch up on yesterday. And then, just the usual one show a week. One show a day, just catching up with everything Manchester City.
That's it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, people, big up everyone. Make sure you get the likes up as well, man. Make sure we hit our like target, people. You already know what time it is. And, yeah, man, we'll see you guys back here for Footy Talk.